The differential input has two ports. One is the non-inverting input port and another is inverting input port. So whatever the signal V1 will be there, exact opposite phase difference of input will be fed to the non-inverting input. So let us assume a signal is there in sinusoidal nature. So this is, let us assume V in 1. So the V in 2 will be with opposite phase. So we know that the input of the differential input will be V in 1 minus V in 2. So if we draw the differential input, it will be like this is our positive. So this will be in this axis. The black V in 1. So this one is V in 2. So here we can see that V in 1 is greater than V in 2 in amplitude. So net amplitude will be positive. Then here we can say that V in 2 is greater than V in 1. So the total resultant output will be negative. Similarly, in this case it will be positive. In this case it is negative. So here it will be positive. So this is our differential input, V in difference. But we can clearly see that the average, that is common mode signal, average signal between V in 1 and V in 2, that will be this one. So if we will compare this one, this V common mode signal input and this V in differential input, we can clearly say that the common mode input is taking more amplitude than this differential input. So in input side, it is always dominating the differential input. So our main purpose is to suppress this common mode signal. But how? So we are using differential amplifier. Let us see Let us assume that our differential gain of the amplifier is, let us assume 10, and our common mode gain will be, let us assume 0.1, and our peak to peak, here we can see that, let us assume our peak to peak voltage of the common mode amplitude is 8 volt, and we can see that here our peak to peak, here it is 4 volt, and take it as 1 volt. So our peak to peak of common mode input will be 8 volt, and V peak to peak of the differential input will be, let us assume 2 volt. So these two signals will be always in the input side. So while getting the output, V of differential output will be differential gain into differential input. Similarly, our common mode gain output will be A common mode into B common mode input. Now we can see that the output differential voltage will be 10 times of what is input differential voltage, that is peak to peak is how much? 2 volt, that will be 20 volt. Similarly, if our gain will be very less, that is common mode gain, that is to suppress the noise, so our output will be 0.1 into, no doubt our input common mode input is very high, 8 volt, but at the output we get a very negligible voltage. So we can see that in the output side we are mitigating the noise by making our common mode gain to very low and our differential gain to high. So here comes the term common mode rejection ratio. What is common mode rejection ratio? That is differential gain divided by common mode gain. So if you make our differential gain to be very high and common mode gain to be very low, so we can always suppress the common mode noise which is present in the input side of our differential amplifier. Should be for ideal op-amp, the CA common mode rejection ratio is near to infinity. Means we always try our common mode gain should be near to 0, so that our common mode rejection ratio will be infinity and our differential gain should be high. That is the prime name of operational amplifier. That's why operational amplifier are very good.